I wonder if I have like a bias as to which colors I typically pick. Anyway, real YouTube is rhyme in the intro. This intro. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Brain autopiloted. That was autopilot brain. Real YouTube. Real YouTube is rhyme in the intro. This intro does not have any rhymes. So there I was, thinking about which video I wanted to make today, and I realized that I have been depriving you, my viewers, my lovely viewers, of something that I know you enjoy quite a lot, which is the ability to yell at me because my room is messy. So my room isn't that messy. I did clean it relatively recently, but just in case you wanted to complain about my room. Honestly, people don't really complain. They normally just get comments that are like, "Wolf, clean your room," when I show the room. So even though the room is actually pretty clean right now, yeah, it's actually very clean. Actually, okay, it's not that clean. I didn't do this on purpose, but coincidentally, the part of the room that's messy is not visible in frame right now. So anyway, for that reason, you guys can now tell me in the comments if you'd like to clean my room. I know you like that. So anyway, I was thinking about which video I wanted to make today, and something that I think is really interesting is that a lot of Pokemon got access to new moves. Now, here's the issue. To my knowledge, I did a bit of digging. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do a ton of digging. I did a little bit of digging. It doesn't appear like these Pokemon that got additions to their move pool were listed anywhere. And so, I figured I would just go through one at a time, just do a quick once-over of the Pokemon and talk about any notable additions. Like, I know for a fact some Pokemon off the top of my head that got additional moves that are, relevant and can change their viability significantly. But yeah, I'm gonna miss some, of course, because I don't have a program that can just scrape together the moves. So we're gonna do it manually. So let's just go through and see if there's anything notable. Sandslash, I don't think is very great personally, but we can take a look and see if it learns anything relevant here. We'll do some quick scrolling. I can talk a little bit about the Pokemon as well. I mean, Alolan Sandslash is cool. It's a fast steel type thanks to Slushy Rushy, which I believe should be legal. Yeah, definitely should be legal. Yeah. So that's cool, but yeah, the typing is pretty bad defensively. A 4x weakness to fire, a 4x weakness to ground, a 4x weakness to fighting is not great. And a low special defense as well. Icicle Spear, Iron Head, whatever, Ice Punch. That might be new. I don't know if it always got Ice Punch. Rock Slide. Normally, honestly, most of these are going to be in the TR list, I think, in terms of the new additions to the move pool. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit more like freeform. Okay, just get Iron Head, we knew that. Drill Run, both of them get. Doesn't really look like any notable additions, personally. Yeah, man, that's a great special attack stat. I mean, maybe Alolan Sandslash could be good. I don't personally think so, but yeah. Okay, Sandslash, not really much changed. Wigglytuff, let's take a look at. Wigglytuff always had a pretty good move pool. It's actually a pretty decent Pokemon, thanks to competitive. I think I've mentioned it before, but Ray Rizzo won a regional with it, which is interesting. In terms of TMs, TRs, I'm not seeing anything so far. Self-Destruct might be new. I'm not sure if it always got that. That's actually kind of interesting. Fake Tears. It always got these strong special coverage moves. That's good. Baton Pass might be new. I'm not sure if it always got Baton Pass. You actually could do something interesting with Baton Pass Wigglytuff if you plan on getting intimidated, because you could, the real issue is the speed, to be honest, because it's not very fast. But, you could, in theory, pass +2 special attack to something. Ally Switch might be new. I'm not sure. Gravity, Heal Pulse, yeah. Nothing really major, I would say, except for maybe Baton Pass. I've talked about Golduck before. It's actually a pretty good Pokemon. Well, it was with Z-moves, at least, in 2017. I don't think any of that is new. Yeah. I know this might not be super, polished, but then again, it's my channel, so it never is. So, yeah, I guess you weren't surprised. Muddy Water, I think it always got. That might be new. Muddy Water's a pretty good move. People used to run Hydro Pump on it because of the Z-move. Now, Yawn is actually good in this format. The interesting thing to me about Golduck is it gets a lot of really interesting support moves, like Simple Beam. The stats aren't terrible. They're not great, but they're not terrible. It gets Flip Turn. Excuse me. It gets Flip Turn. It gets Simple Beam. So Simple Beam is a move that, has typically only been used ever on really gimmicky strategies. However, I think it has potential. Simple Beam and Yawn are both pretty good. And Golduck fulfills two niches. The first, well, not niches, but the first, it fulfills two roles. The first is Swift Swim. That's how it's traditionally been used. But it also gets Cloud 9, so in theory you could run it like that. I don't know. I think Simple is a really cool ability, and I think it has some potential for sure. Poliwrath, let's take a look at. Obviously, I'm only doing the final form. I think Poliwrath got a ton of new moves. So typically, it hasn't a good fighting type coverage move, so let's see if that changes. Ice Punch, I think it always had. Rock Slide's good. Brick Break, whatever. Drain Punch is good. Does it get close combat now? Earthquake, whatever. Encore, Superpower. Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Bulk Up, Muddy Water, Close Combat. They gave it Close Combat, so that's actually a big addition to Poliwrath's move pool. Darkest Lariat and High Horsepower are also huge additions. I don't know if it always got Darkest Lariat, but I think High Horsepower is probably new. And Coaching. So, honestly, I love to hate on Poliwrath. It's a personal pleasure of mine. The stats are not bad at all. I actually kind of feel like Poliwrath has some potential here. Like, I'm not going to bet on it, surely, but, like, the stats aren't terrible, and with Close Combat and High Horsepower and Darkest Lariat, like, those are actually really good coverage moves. Like, you can run Choice Band, Life Orb, Assault Fest. Yeah, like, I get Swift Swim, which is a really good ability, and you also have some nice support moves, primarily Coaching, though I feel like most of the time you're pairing Poliwrath with a water type, so, like, or with a rain Pokemon, like Politoed, so, yeah. It also gets Belly Drum, I believe. I'm almost positive. If it doesn't get Belly Drum, I will throw up right now. Okay, it gets Belly Drum. Cool. Alright, yeah, so that's Poliwrath. I think, so far, Poliwrath benefits the most out of the new moves. Alakazam gets some new ones as well. Alakazam, a Pokemon that's very strong in singles, but thanks to its poor bulk, typically does not do well in doubles. Nothing here is your typical Psychic moves. It gets the Elemental Punches, not really relevant. The Screens, you wouldn't really run on Alakazam. Imprison's interesting. The Swap moves is... Oh, it gets Speed Swap. Did it always get Speed Swap? I'm pretty sure it did not. Hang on a second. Let's check. Yeah, okay, Speed Swap's a new one. So that actually is very interesting. I love Speed Swap as a move. I think it's very, very interesting. I don't think it's enough to justify running Alakazam, but it is interesting in my opinion. Like a base 120 speed Pokemon. I don't really know why you'd run this over Ribombee, but there might be something you could do. Expanding Force is actually a reason. It's a very powerful move in Psychic Terrain. Other things, it always got Nasty... Nasty Plot might be new. I think Nasty Plot is new. I don't think it used to get Nasty Plot. The bulk is just horrendous. If we look at the stats, like 45 defense specifically, and the 55 HP is pretty bad too. So yeah, but it's an interesting Pokemon. Like I you know, after looking through this move pool, like I definitely wouldn't want. I wouldn't be thrilled to play against one personally. Especially like you can run Sash, which is actually really good in Alakazam thanks to its ability Magic Guard, so that you don't take passive damage to like Sand or anything. So yeah, Tentacruel. Let's take a look at. I love Tentacruel. It's a Pokemon I used to use when I played singles. However, it's not very good in doubles, in my opinion. It has almost no success, and it's a shame because the typing is actually pretty good. It's a good, like, poison type in terms of typing. Like, this is always a Pokemon I want to be like, I'll beat Xerneas now, and then I don't beat Xerneas because it's Tentacruel, but, yeah. Looking at the moves, Icy Wind's a good support move, but I think that's not new. I'm going to be honest, I'm not super familiar with Tentacruel's move pool. I don't think any of this is new, I'm pretty sure. It gets Haze, it gets Knockoff. Knockoff is actually pretty good in this format. I wouldn't recommend using Tentacruel, and I don't think I got any additions. Is regular Slowbro even legal? Can you get non-glare? Oh, actually, yeah, it should be now, thanks to some changes. Okay. We're going to go back just straight to this. Yawn is a good move. It always had that. Heal Pulse. It's always hard to, like, read these things when there is two formies. I don't see anything new so far. Tri-Attack may be new. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend running it, though. It's not very strong. God, there was a point in 2017 where, like, Tri-Attack pouring on 2 was meta, and just getting freezes from that thing, it was so scary. Like, you could never feel safe. Body Press, I believe, is new, so that's actually a huge addition. I kind of didn't expect... We were so far down, I didn't really expect to find anything. But with this, like, if you look at Slowbro's stats, actually, I did not realize it had Body Press. It actually is very high base defense. So, for example, if you wanted to, you could definitely run this thing with Body Press, and it would hold up very well against Tyranitar. I'm not sure it would one-shot... It won't one-shot Dynamax Tyranitar, but even still, like, the ability to just, like, chunk Tyranitar is very valuable. So I think that's a huge addition to Slowbro's move pool. Funny that only Water-type Slowbro gets it. We're going to come back to Magnezone because, yeah, like, we're going to look at Magnezone, not Magneton. Executor, amazing Pokemon. Nothing here looks new so far. None of that is new. None of this is new. If they gave this thing, like, Body Press, it'd be actually very interesting. I seriously doubt that it gets it, but, yeah, if they gave it to that. Breaking Swipe. Oh, Breaking Swipe is a new move, so I guess Executor Alola form gets that. Unfortunately, Executor Alola is not great, in my opinion. Though, actually, maybe. Maybe. We'll come back to that. Swords Dance, I think, is old. Flamethrower, it always got. Sludge Bomb, Psyshock. Skill Swap, of course. Okay, does not get Body Press. Yeah, these doesn't look like any new moves for Executor except for, Terrain Pulse and Grassy Glide. And Expanding Force, actually. Thonk. Marowak. So Marowak, Alolan Marowak is very good. Looking at the moves. I don't know if it always gets Stomping Tantrum. Let's see if it gets High Horsepower. Bone Meringue is normally the move you run on Marowak because it's super strong, though I think you could justify High Horsepower as well if you wanted. Shadow Bone, strong move. What's the effect on this? 20%? Yeah. Sorry, it's just good to gut check yourself sometimes. Bone Rush, Flare Blitz, Will-O-Wisp, Fire Punch. Icy Wind, it always got, that's not new. Will-O-Wisp. Imprison might be new. I don't remember it ever getting Imprison before. Imprison was a pretty limited distribution move, so you could actually, if for some reason Alolan Marowak becomes meta, you could run Imprison Alolan Marowak. And actually, you know what? I'm going to say it. Alolan Marowak is a mon with an extra move slot. You run Shadow Bone, Protect, Flare Blitz, and then your fourth move is kind of up to choice. When it won Worlds, when it won Worlds in 2017, the fourth move was Brick Break, which was used just to break screens. So you could, in theory, justify. I mean, if it's anything like that, you could, in theory, justify Imprison. And because you have Protect, like, it's actually a good Imprison user, in my opinion, because you can just lock Protect. Although it's not very bulky, so you would have to figure that out. Like, you'd need basically, yeah, I don't know if it's actually worth it because the bulk isn't great, but especially with Flare Blitz recoil. But yeah, maybe Earth Power is new. I don't know. Stone Edge might be new. I'm not sure. Alex, which is probably new. I do not remember getting that. But yeah, okay. Looks pretty similar. Looks pretty similar. Yeah. I just want to remind myself of the stats here. God, this thing is strong. It's 80 attack. Given what Thick Club does, is insane. We're gonna skip all these. Kangaskhan we'll take a look at, I guess. There's no reason not to take a look at Kangaskhan, I guess. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend using this thing personally. That's probably not very good. Scrappy is good. I mean, it's one of the only Scrappy Pokemon with Fake Out in the meta. So yeah, Fake Out obviously normally like one of the things you run. Elemental Punches aren't new. Safeguard isn't new. Icy Wind isn't new. Beat Up might be new. I'm not sure if it always got Beat Up. Imagine Mega Kangaskhan with Beat Up and you hit. Wait, how would that even work? Oh, it didn't work with multi-hits, right? Yeah, I don't think it worked with not multi-hits. I think Beat Up is new, so that's interesting. I mean, in theory, you could run like support Kangaskhan with Fake Out, Icy Wind, Beat Up, like with a Justified partner, but it's not fast enough, I think. It always got great special moves. It always got Low Kick. Focus Energy might be new. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, this looks relatively the same. I don't think anything's like significant. We're gonna come back to Kingdra. Let's take a look at Starmie. Nothing so far, I think. It always got these good coverage moves. Bolt Beam, yeah. Hydro Pump, obviously. Tri-Attack, I don't think is new. Psyshock, Cosmic Power. Power Gem, I believe it always got. Grass Knot, I think so as well. Expanding Force and Flip Turn. I mean, these are a Meteor Beam. I mean, these are good moves, but Starmie's like not a great Pokemon in my opinion. Although, I mean, the stats actually aren't as bad as I remembered. But the 100 base special attack on a special sweeper is not enough most of the time. Not without other things working for you. Let's take a look at Pinsir. We'll come back to Scyther when we look at Scissor. Man, Pinsir was good with its Mega Form, or at least had potential. But like, it doubles, that is. I know it was actually good in singles, but yeah, like with this, nah, definitely not. Yeah, don't run this thing. Nothing new. Tauros. So Tauros actually is somewhat viable, unlike Pinsir, because of this little line of text here, Anger Point. Yeah, you can actually justify this thing. It's like the fastest Anger Point user, I think, which is interesting. Tackle, Tail Whip, Workup, Payback Assurance, blah, 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 blah. So it gets Solar Beam. I don't think that's new. I think it always got that. Icy Wind. It's normal types that kind of just say, okay, like we're going to give you all the coverage moves. Smart Strike might be new. I'm not sure if it always got that. I'm not super familiar with Tauros. I'll be completely honest with you. Close Combat, I think, is new. I don't believe it got that in the past. That's actually kind of a big buff for this thing. I mean, I still wouldn't run it most of the time. Lash Out is also very good for this. Actually, I don't think you run it most of the time. The stats aren't bad, and it has a couple good abilities, so I don't know. Maybe Pinsir's actually legit. Azumarill, let's take a look at. I believe it gets some weird moves. Play Rough. Normally, you're going to run Play Rough, Aqua Jet, and then 2 more, like Liquidation, Superpower, or whatever. Ice Punch it gets. You don't normally run Ice Punch with this thing, but you can. Bounce. That might be... No, I think it always got Bounce. Let's see. I feel like it got some new moves. Encore, I'm not sure if it always got. It may have... Huh, I thought it got some new things. Why didn't I think it got new... Oh, Steel Roller. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, some good coverage moves, but no new, like, TM or TR moves. Politoed. Let's take a look at this, because I'm interested to see if this got anything new, because Poliwrath did. Nothing up there. It's fun looking at the Pokemon I know kind of well, because I have a decent idea what their move pool is. I think it always got Weather Ball. The Weather Ball might be new, actually. I'm not sure it always got that. Yeah, maybe it actually didn't always get this, now that I think about it. Let's take a look. This is where things get interesting. Metronome, it may have always gotten, though I'm not positive. Encore. Huh, okay, nothing new. Wow, that's all right. It's already still pretty good. There were rumors about it getting ally switch, but yeah. Oh, they added Dunsparce. That's cool. Let's see if they gave it, like, anything good. Drill Run may be new, I'm not sure. Roost, Coil, Yawn, those are all old. Baton Pass might be new, actually. I'm not sure I always got Baton Pass and Calm Mind and stuff. Stored Power, I don't know if I think that might be new as well. Honestly, I don't know that much about Dunsparce, so we're going to have to skip over it. Caesar, okay, here's another one I know pretty well. Bullet Punch. Old. Yeah, I think it always got Light Green and Not Reflect. That seems to ring a bell with me for some reason. Santu might be new, I'm not sure, I don't care. Baton Pass it always got. Okay, no new TRs. Yeah, this looks identical. Nothing new for Caesar. Let's take a look at Heracross. Maybe Heracross feels like a Pokemon they would have given some stuff to. Moxie, Gut, Swarm. Good abilities. Well, not Swarm, but the other two. Most of these look pretty familiar to me. Maybe Smart Strike is new. Spikes is definitely new. I don't think I got Spikes in the past, but that doesn't really affect us VGC players. Close Combat it always got. High Horsepower I think is new. I think it didn't get that in the past, so if it did, like, I wouldn't have known, but I'm pretty sure that's new. So yeah, couple upgrades for Heracross, but nothing really notable, in my opinion. Skarmory, a Pokemon that's almost good. If it was like an Ultra Beast and unlimited weight, and had Heavy Slam and Leech Seed, I think it'd be pretty good. Icy Wind Skarmory, honestly, I don't know anything about Skarmory's move pool. That's probably old, I guess, but I'm surprised to see it. Relatively bad move pool. Body Press is new, obviously. Body Press, wait, hang on. Body Press Skarmory, hold up a second. Does it get Tailwind? Can't spell. No, it does not get Tailwind. Well, we almost had something there. Because Tailwind, Body Press, you're actually schmoving a little. Alright, here's where things get interesting. Kingdra. Yawn, always a good option. I actually think I ran Yawn Kingdra at some point. I used to run Kingdra a lot because it was like on my Perish Trap teams. I would just like throw it on there. Breaking Swipe, hold up. Okay, so Kingdra gets Breaking Swipe. That's a big deal. The thing about Kingdra is that it's a really fast Pokemon in Swift Swim. I was beating most of the metagame. So with Breaking Swipe, you have a spread move that drops the attack of the opponents. It's actually kind of interesting. There's a couple other things that Kingdra gets that I know for a fact. Here's the one that I'm thinking of, Hurricane. So Kingdra getting Hurricane is really interesting. Traditionally, Kingdra does not love fighting against Grass-type Pokemon. So with Hurricane, all of a sudden, Amoonguss don't feel as safe, right? You run Life Orb Kingdra with Hurricane next to Helping Hand Politoed, probably do a lot of damage to Amoonguss if I had to guess. And it's not like they're going to Dynamax their Amoonguss, you know? So, yeah, so I think Kingdra is actually pretty strong now. I really like Kingdra. I'm excited to try it out myself. The stats aren't amazing, but because of Swift Swim and just the high base power moves in Draco Meteor, Hurricane, you can run Muddy Water or Hydro Pump, or you can run a safer move like Scald. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. Porygon 2. Now if they give this thing like Body Press or something, I'm gonna be really scared. Very bulky Trick Room setter is the main gist. But you don't even have to run Trick Room. Or yeah, you don't have to run Trick Room. People have run it without it in the past. Nope, no new moves. Oh yeah, it always got Ally Switch. Yeah, that's old. Okay, cool. I wouldn't really want that thing to be buffed. Miltank, let's take a look. Miltank, I think I've mentioned, but I don't think it's great. In my opinion, it's not phenomenal. High Horsepower, I think, is new because it's cow, so there's no reason it should learn Horse Move, but what do I know? These all look pretty similar to me. Yeah, maybe some of these are new, but maybe Body Press is definitely new. Yeah, Miltank, unfortunately, is just not super great in doubles. In singles, if I was playing a singles draft league, like, I would be very happy to get Miltank personally, but yeah, it's not great. Blissey, let's take a look here. Minimize, Life Dew is new, obviously, because it's a new move. Heal Pulse. No Reflect, just Light Screen. Icy Wind is old. There was a period in 2015 where I was like really seriously considering bringing Blissey to Worlds. Healer's got to be the worst ability in the game. I'm going to be honest. It never activates when I needed to. Skill Swap, Ally Switch. I don't think this is really anything new. Nothing notable. I think it always got Ally Switch. Let's take a look at Explode. Scrappy. I mean, Explode is cool, but like not super strong, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, always got these good coverage moves on both sides, I think. Gets a Hydro Pump, Flamethrower, Blizzard, Ice Beam, Thunder. Does it not get Thunderbolt? Weird. Kind of weird they leave out just Thunderbolt, in my opinion. Yeah, not a great mon. Nothing really notable. Let's talk about Sharpedo. Why not? Let's talk about Sharpedo. Sharpedo, I almost lost to a Sharpedo at Regionals. It had Destiny Bond. It was Ashton Cox's sister, actually. She played it well. It was crazy. Like, it was, I don't remember what happened, but the torpedo definitely was Sash Destiny Bond, and I definitely, like, I might have not fallen for it, but I think I should have. I feel like that's what happened. These all look old to me. Maybe some of these are new, but yeah, I mean, don't run torpedo, in my opinion. Luxray. The Pokemon that looks like it, like, Luxray and Flygon, for me, are like the Pokemon that deserve Megas the most and just didn't get them. Or, like, give them something, seriously. They didn't give it anything. Fake Tears might be new. I'm not sure if that always got it. But it's not a great Fake Tears user, though. Eerie Impulse, that might be new as well. Great move. Not a great user. Superpower might be new. Maybe they're giving it a couple coverage moves. Like, you could definitely run Superpower, Crunch, Play Rough. Why does the thing not have Strong Jaw? Give it Strong Jaw. Gosh. Give it Strong Jaw. Wait, why? Oh my god, I guess Guts is pretty good too. But even still, yeah. I mean, like, pretty weak. Rising Voltage. I mean, what are the stats? No, actually, its attack isn't terrible, but it's not good. Actually, you know, this thing's not awful. I'm gonna take it back. I've been trashing on Luxray for a while. The stat, you could maybe make this thing work. Maybe. I wouldn't recommend it, but you might be able to. Okay. Lopunny. Cute Charm, Klutz, Limber. This thing's kind of trash without its Mega. Not gonna lie to you. Baton Pass, I think, is old. He might be new. The thing about Lopunny is the stats are so bad, and the normal typing is, like, not great. You can do some dumb stuff, like trick Assault Vest with Klutz. But other than that, I mean, Fake Tears, the stats are bad. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about Lopunny. It's, like, maybe some of these are new. Cosmic, no, definitely always got Cosmic Power. I think Close Combat is new. Yeah, Close Combat's got to be new. There's no way people ran High Jump Kick if it would have gotten Close Combat. Aura Sphere as well, I think, might be new. But yeah, like, until they bring back its Mega, which I think they will. By the way, I think they're going to bring back Megas at some point. And, like, yeah, we're not working with this. Like, where's the good stat? Speed, that's it. Magnezone. I love Magnezone personally. I think they gave it something interesting. Let's find out. I have two questions about Magnezone. The first, did they give it Body Press? The second, Self-Destruct? Yeah. The second, did they give it Rising Voltage? Electroweb, Electric Terrain, Gyro Ball, Body Press. Okay, so that's a big one. They did not... Oh, they did give it Rising Voltage. Oh, okay. Alright, Magnezone got some buffs. I'm not going to lie to you. Body Press is very good. It's got a base... Oh, I thought it was base 130. Oh, the special attack's 130. Still good defense stat. You can you know, really do some damage to Tyranitar with base 115 Body Press. Excadrill as well. Like, Body Press gives Magnezone a way to beat Excadrill Tyranitar. If only there was a way to make it like it only like they got like Prankster Magnet Rise or something. But yeah, there's obviously issues there. But yeah, Body Press is a cool move, and Rising Voltage I think has a lot of potential. It's very strong in Electric Terrain. Glicky, let's take a look. Knockoff might be new. I probably got Knockoff via Tutor, but Knockoff is a level that might be new there. Power Whip, Belly Drum. I mean, Glicky is a bulky Pokemon. It's a normal type. It's got the strongest explosion in the game, maybe? Savali might have passed it, actually. It's just known for good coverage moves, good overall bulk, not great offenses, but the coverage moves are supposed to make up for that. Not a ton of play, but you could run it with Assault Vest if you wanted. Body Press is new, that's a big one. But it also always got fighting coverage moves, so it's actually not that big. And the defense is... The HP is the main selling point. I mean, it's a great bulky attacker, I don't know if it does enough. You need a really good reason to run a normal type. Like, they either have to be crazy bulky, like Porygon 2, or just crazy powerful, like Kangaskhan. If Tangrowth got Body Press, I would consider using it. Knockoff is really good as well. Knockoff, I know a lot of you singles players are probably like, why is he mentioning Knockoff every time it shows up? And the thing is that, like, you guys can use Mons from old gens. We can't do that. Like, if Umbreon got Toxic last generation, we can't use Toxic Umbreon this generation, so it's very different. So if Amon actually learns Knockoff, and since Knockoff is, like, one of the best moves, it's actually worth considering, in my opinion. Now, Tangrowth is getting some coverage moves. Brick Break, Stomping Tantrum. Most of these look old to me. Yeah, it doesn't get Body Press. Grassy Glide is cool, but yeah, not great. Tangrowth, unfortunately, is going to be sitting in the we're not using it category. We already looked at Porygon 2, right? I don't think I got anything new. Let's take a look at Porygon Z. Just a quick scroll through. Electroweb, I believe, is old. Nasty Plot is old. Yeah, I mean, this is all old. Nothing to note. Stoutland, I love. Let's see if Stoutland got any buffs. Let's go Stoutland. Come on. Give me Body Press. Give me Body Press Stoutland. Yeah, give me Body Press Stoutland. Come on. Helping Hand, Thunderwave, Snarl. Body Press. Superpower? Oh yeah, it always got Superpower. Alright. Yeah, nothing new. Yawn, I mean, I think you could justify using Stoutland in this format. Now, Skolopede's a Pokemon that always had a ton of potential, in my opinion. Just taking a look. Has seen almost no VGC play. I built a Scolipede team before. I think I was using it on YouTube at some point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was using it on YouTube. This all looks the same. You were basically thinking about Scolipede is it's a Baton Pass bot. They still gave it Baton Pass, right? Wait, where's Baton Pass? Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. Sorry, I was kind of just scrolling. It's just a Baton Pass bot. You run Swords Dance, 2 attacks, Baton Pass. Or 2 attacks, Protect, Baton Pass. I don't remember. With Focus Dash, I think. Mega Horn, Baton Pass, Superpower, Iron Tail, Poison Jab. Great moves. The stats are lacking. I think it's base 100 attack. Yeah, base 100. Stats are pretty lacking. It's interesting. It has potential, but it probably I wouldn't recommend like using it. Lilligant's just a worse Venusaur. Worse Venusaur, excuse me. So if they gave it anything that will change that. I mean, the thing about Lilligant is it does get after you, but yeah, I don't think that's good enough. And Entrainment as well, so it has some unique things about it. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend using it most of the time unless they gave it something crazy. Pollen Puff, I think, is definitely new. Not good enough to use Lilligant, in my opinion. Thank goodness they didn't give that to Venusaur. Though I don't know if you'd even run it, truthfully. Krook. Now, Crocodile, I think they gave High Horsepower to, maybe, which would be very good. Beat Up is old. Revenge. These all look old to me. Whoa! They gave it Close Combat? Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, that's a huge buff. Giving Crocodile a strong physical fighting type move, especially when it doesn't use the other coverage moves most of the time, like you run Ground, Dark, Protect, and then kind of Buyer's Pick. Yeah, that's a big buff. They gave it Darkest Lariat. They gave it High Horsepower instead of Earthquake. They buffed this. They gave it Lash Out. Oh lord, yeah, they Okay, somebody told me this wasn't blocked by Protect at some point, so I wanted to check. Because that'd be actually interesting. They gave it Scale Shot? They gave it Scorching Sands? Yeah, I mean, they really buffed this thing. I think you run Lash Out, High Horsepower, Protect, Close Combat. It just is like a starting thing, but you have so much room for potential there. Crocodile is going to be good, I think. I have a lot of faith in Crocodile. Zoroark, they fixed, so it's no longer bugged. I think they gave this thing some new moves, too. Knockoff. Oh, it gets Knockoff. That's actually really good. Imprison again. Fake Tear. Okay, actually, you know, you can do some funny things with Fake Tear Zoroark, actually. Because, like, you could lead it as a slower Pokemon and then, like, have Fake Tears. I don't know. It's not... maybe you run Scarf, you turn Fake Tear Zoroark. That could actually be really good. I mean, it's gimmicky as heck, but yeah, I think it's pretty strong. Trick is good as well. That also supports my theory. I don't think it gets any new moves. Encore might be new. I don't think it could always go Encore. I think that's new. Memento, Sucker Punch. Burning Jealousy, actually. I mean, I like Burning Jealousy a lot as a move. I've been thinking about it. Lash Out as well. Some good moves on Zoroark, actually. Some pretty good buffs. Emolga. Guys, can we... fine. I hate Emolga. It's such a waste of a Pokemon. Blah, 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 blah. Speed Swap, that's old. Blah, 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 blah. Baton Pass, blah, blah, blah. Encore, blah, blah. Roost, blah. Okay, done. Wow, who cares? Okay, Amoonguss. Now, I heard there was something scary about Amoonguss. Let's find out if I was correct. Toxic, one of the few Pokemon that actually learned Toxic legally in VGC. Spore, Rage Powder. Those are the main moves you're going to be using. Spore and Rage Powder. Did they give it? Stomping Tantrum was old. Did they give it Pollen Puff? Well, that's interesting. That's extremely powerful. I don't know if you run it because Amoonguss kind of wants protect, Rage Powder, Spore, Attack. But I mean, you don't even need. Oh, you could literally run Pollen Puff if you wanted. Actually, I'm actually molding, even though I have so much hair. But I'm actually molding. Mienshao I like a lot, but it's not good. Let's see if they buffed it at all. These all look old to me. Like I said, most of the new additions are going to be the TR list. It always got Baton Pass. Blaze Kick might be new. I actually don't know, nor do I really care. I think Close Combat is new. I believe it had to use High Jump Kick before, so that's pretty strong. All the rest of this looks pretty similar, though. Just get Knockoff, like I mentioned. It's just strong, and Coaching. Probably can't really justify using the Mienshao, unfortunately, but you could try it if you wanted. Druddigon, another Pokemon that was kind of maybe good for a second in 2011. Other than that, not really. I think Elemental Punches might be new. I remember having to use Fangs on it, so maybe you don't need... Maybe you... Yeah, I remember running the Fangs on it, so the Punches might be new. Snarl, Stomping Tantrum. Snarl might be new as well. Honestly, nobody runs Druddigon, and I haven't looked at this thing since 2011, really. Well, probably 2013, knowing me. It's a good Glare user. Glare's a great move. Probably not enough to justify running Druddigon, but... Yeah, let's take a look at Afrobull. I don't know if it always got Swords Dance. I think it did. I'm pretty sure. Blah, blah, blah. Surf might be new. I honestly don't know. Close combat's definitely new. I mean, they gave a lot of normal types close. They gave a lot of things close combat in general. High horsepower is new. The thing is, like, don't run this thing. Like, I like it a lot, but just do yourself a favor. Okay, here's a Pokemon that has the potential to be good. Let's see if they gave it anything interesting. Quiver Dance, String Shot, Bug Baz, Rage Powder. Those are all old. Old. Mystical Fire might be new, actually. I'm pretty sure Mystical Fire is new. You normally wouldn't run in Volcarona because Volcarona is typically an offensive Pokemon, so you'd prefer a higher base power move like Flamethrower. However, if you were running like a Rage Powder set, you could maybe justify Mystical Fire, especially because it's so fast. It's a base 100 Mon. I like that they gave it Calm Mind, because it's like you would never ever use this over Quiver Dance, ever. So it's just funny to me. Oh, they gave it Hurricane. Oh, wait, no, it always had Hurricane. Never mind. Dual Wing Beat and Skitter Smack. Yeah, nothing really new for Volcarona. Not saying that makes it not good or anything. It's just saying that there's nothing new. What do you guys think of this kind of video, by the way? Like, is it fine? Or would you prefer something else? Jail Wings, Faint, blah, 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 blah. Steel Wing. Steel Wing Talonflame is interesting because now you can actually run steel moves on it because of Dynamax, although I don't want to run Talonflame myself. Swords Dance is old. Played against that at Worlds. Taunt is old. Bulk Up is old. These all look old to me. Yeah, nothing really worth noting here. I mean, Dual Wing Beat, I guess you could justify maybe. I heard some people talking about Dual Wing Beat over Brave Bird and Talonflame, but the thing is, like, Talonflame is less attack than Amoonguss. It's like, oh god, it's even lower than I remembered. I was going to say 90. It's 81 attack stat, so, like, running an 80 base power move that can miss, like, do yourselves a favor. It doesn't matter how many Dual Wing Beats you hit them with, like, it's not worth it. You may as well, if you're going to run Talonflame, run Brave Bird. That's my opinion, at least. It's already fast. Like, it's not like it's base 10 speed or something, and it needs, you know, Gale Wings to be moving first. Like, it's going to be moving first most of the time anyway. Dragargle is a Pokemon with wasted potential, in my opinion. Great potential, bad execution. So cool, so bad. I heard Skrelp is broken, though. Skrelp, I think, is actually one of the best Pokemon in the format, in any format. Scald, that's old. Nothing really great here. Nothing new. Yeah, Dragargle's waste. I gave it Flip Turn. I mean, if you're going to use it, you may as well run Flip Turn, I guess. Though, honestly, maybe even not. Wait, they added Klutzer? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, I love Klutzer. Yeah, let's build a Klutzer team. Heck yeah. Oh, I know Klutzer well. I did not know Klutzer was in the game. That's sick. I love Klutzer. They gave it more moves, I think. I remember not having as many moves. Muddy Water, Aura Sphere. What? Entrainment. I'd always got Entrainment. Terrain Pulse. I think this gets boosted by Mega Launcher. Thonk. That's a thonk from me. Don't tell anybody. Hey, if you're not, don't tell any of the non-Wolfie viewers. We're gonna run Terrain Pulse Klutzer. It's a pulse move. It's a pulse move. It should get boosted by Mega Launcher. Pulse move. Pulse move. Pulse move. That definitely gets boosted. What is it? Going to be like 150 base power move? Dude, I'm running Klutzer. Don't tell anybody. It's my secret strat. Oh, I love Dedenne. Unlike Emolga, who I forgot the name of. Dedenne is good. Just kidding. Dedenne's very bad. Nothing. There was a point where I wanted to run Recycle Cresselia with Citrus Berry, and then I was going to run Entrainment Dedenne. So you would and like Calm Mind Cresselia, or maybe it was like Moonlight Cresselia with an. Oh wait, no, you know what it was? It was Keyberry Cresselia, and you would Entrainment, and then you'd like keep eating the Keyberry, and it was Calm Mind Recycle, and you just recycle to eat the berry, you're gonna get more health. It was pretty bad. Eerie Impulse might be new. Yeah, and don't use Dedenne. Alright, Klefki's a Pokemon I brought to 2 tournaments, top 4 at one of them. I don't know why I keep using this thing, but I keep using this thing. I think Imprison might be new. I don't remember getting that in the past, because I love Imprison. This is pretty much just a pure support set. Support Mon. Nothing new here. All old. Switcheroo. They'd always got that. Alright, the Wolf Pokemon. I think they gave it like high horsepower, probably. Oh god, I have to go through 3 of these level ups? Nah. We're just gonna look at the TMTRs. Just kidding. I took in all the information. There's nothing new. Please give it high horsepower. Please. Please give it high horsepower. Close Combat is new, actually. That's a big one. Giving a Pokemon this fast Close Combat, pretty strong. Zen Headbutt, Iron Head, good coverage options. Drill Run, they didn't give it high horsepower. That's just rude, honestly. That's a big middle finger to Lycanroc. Yeah. Without high horsepower, I'm not considering this thing. Although, I mean, you don't need ground coverage on it, but it does help a lot. Now, I don't love Lurantis. Contrary, its main gimmick is contrary superpower. I will say if it gets Close Combat, I will reconsider it. If they gave it Close Combat, because they gave it superpower. So if it got Close Combat, I would reconsider. There's the superpower. That's most of the thing you run. Yeah, they didn't give it Close Combat. Nothing really new here. Comfey is a Pokemon I love, mainly thanks to its attack, Floral Healing. Flower Veil, Triage. Oh yeah, Triage is a great ability. Stats are really lacking, and like most of the time, you can't really justify running this thing. Floral Healing is like it's a +3 priority move, healing move but it also heals more on grassy terrain. So as a Tapu Bulu player, I always wanted to use like Tapu Bulu, Cottony. What's the thing called? Flower, Comfey. I had to look at the title. It gets Trick Room though. It's actually a surprising Trick Room setter that not many people know about. It also gets Encore, which I think is new, and Taunt. That's old, but I think Encore is new. And Trick and Ally Switch. So actually, I mean, maybe. I wonder how Pollen Puff's priority works with Triage and like if you self-target, because it's not inherently a healing move. But when you target yourself, it becomes a healing move. So I don't know. Okay, and last but not least, certainly not least, Palossand, who's very good. If you don't believe me, there's a video where Marcus had played against a Palossand. It's a really good video. Maybe I'll react to it at some point. I kind of been thinking about it. Shore Up is sick. Heals more in Sandstorm. I bet you guys didn't even know that was a move. Some of you. Iron Defense, very nice. Great ability. I think most of this is pretty old. Skill Swap. Way to get Skill Swap. I don't know if that's new or old, but I like that. Oh, I can do some cool stuff with that if I wanted. Cool. And that's it. That's all the new Pokemon and the new moves they get. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.